Other guys, I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes here just so we can get more people in here. But yeah, while we wait, I actually am short here for Jupiter. I did take a short based on the 5 minute and the 15. So I'm expecting Jupiter to come down back down to these lows. We have been tapping this level multiple times. So yeah, we did take a sell here for Jupiter. So yeah, overall, I just wanted to tell you guys right now this position that I'm in. It's mainly just based on the lower time frames, right? So yeah, let's see how this plays out. But I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes to get more people in here. Just gonna wait one more minute here. So just give me 1 second. We did take some sells here, guys, for Jupiter, and it's based on the lower time frames. Okay, so essentially this is not really like a in higher time frame setup because obviously like really bullish for Jupiter. Yeah, we broke massive levels, but I'm just expecting price to come back down to retest these levels here, right? So we haven't really retested this low for Jupiter at this level here. So I'm expecting that we could come down a little bit here, maybe retest this level here. So I might extend this trade a little bit down here, looking at quite a nice move because the stop loss is just above the highs. So it's not a massive stop loss. Yeah, so like let's see. Okay, so let's see what we can do here for Jupiter. Basically, yeah, I'm basically looking just to sell back down to these lows. But yeah, we'll go over Bitcoin as well. We'll go over Bitcoin as well. I just wanted to show you guys the setup. It was just based because it was the only one I was looking at. Okay. Yeah, let's have a look at what was this Pepe. Yeah, I took a long for Pepe a while ago. I don't really want to look at Pepe right now. I want to focus on Bitcoin. Let's have a look at Bitcoin because yeah, Bitcoin's starting to come down a little bit. We were speaking about this level for BTC, and I do think that the market right now is currently, yeah. If you guys did just join, we are short on Jupiter. Yeah, we are short. It's based on the smaller time frames. Remember, these live sessions are basically just for me. I use them to trade. I do use them to trade the live sessions. So yeah, we are obviously short here. And then for Bitcoin, guys, Bitcoin. What I'm saying is for BTC, we obviously tapped in such a critical zone yesterday. You can see right over here we tapped into. I think this is the mid range, right? Let's have a look. Let's have a look here. I think this is the mid range from here to here. It's a little bit higher, right? A little bit higher. Let's move this a little bit. Yeah, so the mid range is actually at 67K. So essentially, we could potentially get to that zone. This is the main level where I'd probably look for sells. I'd probably look for a short for Bitcoin at this zone at around about 67, back down to the lows. So this would probably be my setup because overall, like I do think that the market structure is still it's kind of ranging, right? It's kind of ranging, but I'm still quite bearish, like on the day. I mean, on the higher time frame, because if we have a look at the monthly chart, right? Let's have a look. Because if we look at the monthly chart, 1 month. So let's remove everything here. I want to show you guys something really important. So if you look at the monthly chart, you can see that. I want to show you guys quickly. So we'll take out the stochastic. I don't really use indicators that much, but if you look at the stochastic, the 1 month is looking quite grim. Once we're in these oversold areas, we want to be looking for buyers. Once we're in these overbought areas, we kind of want to be looking for sells, right? So yeah, like right now, like if we look in the monthly, it's kind of looking a little bit dark. If we look at the weekly is kind of looking good. So I'm expecting the weekly to come back up, back up to these highs over here, potentially like 67 to 60, 69. That could be the levels. But yeah, right now it's just, I'm focusing on the lower time frames. Like if we look at the 4 hour and the daily, like the daily is at a really, really strong oversold level. We can potentially see a small retracement, maybe back down to this level here, which is at around about this low. Yeah, I was looking at this level here yesterday. So yeah, a little bit choppy like the market right now. There's no clear direction. We've obviously caught a lot of long setups. I'm currently out of all my long setups, and I'm mainly just focusing on the smaller time frames here. So we did take a short here for Jupiter, and yeah, the Jupiter short. It's kind of based on just this channel that we got going over here. So basically, if you look at the channel right over here. Yeah, so this is the channel, and essentially, I'm kind of just taking shorts and longs based on the channel here. So I'm just putting all of this in to make it look nice. Sorry, stop loss just above the highs over there. Yeah, I'm using a 10x because I'm going for quite a big range. My risk to reward is 1:5. It's a nice setup because my stop loss is literally above these highs. Got quite a good entry here. And yeah, I want to see if we can maybe come back down to the lows. We'll see if we can. This would be a setup back down to here. I'll probably take some profits there. But if we can break these lows, then cool. We could potentially Bitcoin dumping. Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin is dumping. Okay, so basically with Bitcoin, we were speaking about it, right? And I'm kind of waiting for price. So what's going to happen is, you see, yesterday we were respecting this level over here. We came back down, retested this level multiple times. So when was this open? It's at 1:30, right? So within the next 1 hour and a half, we should get a nice green open here and a close over here. And then what I'll wait for is a retest of that level back down, or a retest above that level and a back up. So I'm kind of just waiting for that to happen for Bitcoin, because for me, I just want to wait for that to happen. Otherwise, we just won't be able to get in a setup right now for BTC. So there is this level here for Bitcoin. It's kind of making a trend line over here, and we did lose it. So if we want to actually map this out, we want to bring the fib from the low to the high. We could potentially see Bitcoin come back down, guys. I do think that Bitcoin can come back down. It's a little bit overextended. We spoke about this. We can easily come back down to this level here at 64 300, and we probably look for longs back up to the highs, right? I'll be looking for longs back up to the highs, because I do think that Bitcoin obviously still bullish on the higher time frame. It is still bullish on the higher time frame, and obviously I'm kind of just waiting for that, right? I'm kind of just waiting for price to come back down to hit our zone. We'll see if we can get that today. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see if Bitcoin can come down a little bit lower. We'll see if we can, because right now, yeah, it's looking like we will. We are breaking quite a key level here. This is the uptrend. We are breaking it. So let's see. Let's see if we can. Yeah, because overall, like, we will be looking for longs there, guys. I'm not saying that we bearish or whatever. I'm saying that on the day, we should see a small retracement. This is kind of too strong, right? Too strong. And now we're breaking. We could come back down to this level, and then we take longs back up to these highs. Okay, so that's going to be the setup for Bitcoin today. We'll obviously see if we can get that. What to you, buddy? What does that mean? I'm not too sure what W2U means. Yeah, so basically this is the setup for BTC. Let's see if we can get that today. Okay. And if you guys did just join, I did take a short for Jupiter. Yeah, I do like the setup. It's respecting this low. If this can break out today, then we'll just get stopped out at around about 6%. Because we're using a 10x leverage on this trade. So we have stops just above the highs and then take profits. The first TP is going to be at this low over here, and then TP2 at this low right over here. So kind of just in the setup based on what the market's telling me, and the market's telling me that this could be a rejection zone, right? So we just have our stop just above there, because if this breaks out, then I'm probably just going to flip long, right? So I'm kind of just playing the breakout level. Yeah. So let's see. Because I do think that we are going to get a sell-off, especially for Bitcoin. I'm kind of actually looking for sells here, to be honest. We got the 15 closure. I want to wait for the 30-minute close below. The 1 hour actually just did close below as well. So we had a little retracement back up. So I'm kind of thinking to short Bitcoin back down to this low, and then stop loss just above these highs. Essentially, this is what I'm looking at, right? I'm looking at this for Bitcoin right now, because I do think that we're going to come down. I do think that we're going to come down for BTC. I do think that overall the market is obviously bullish, like really, really bullish. But there's going to be retracements, right? There's going to be retracements, and for us to take setups right now, I'm not really looking at Bitcoin as a really, really strong setup. So I'm not going to be taking that, to be honest with you. I'd rather look at some other setups, like, Dogecoin. Yeah, have a look at Dogecoin. I was looking at this yesterday. Like, Dogecoin's at such a strong resistance. If Dogecoin can break out of this level, guys, I think Dogecoin is going to pump really, really hard, right? So essentially, guys, this level is so important for Dogecoin. Like, you don't understand. This zone has been respected multiple times throughout the whole of 2024, right? Since March, that breakout, we've had a massive, massive consolidation, and we had a breakdown. So this could easily just be a rejection zone to come back down, or we can break above there and we look for a massive long. We can hold this long for multiple. Yeah, you're looking at a 72% move. So Dogecoin right now is so like a really, really strong point. So for me to take a setup now for Doge, it just doesn't really make sense. I want to wait for the next daily closure. Okay, so we have a look at the daily. Like, the daily has created a massive top wick today. Same thing, right? Retested this level. Looks kind of good to take sells today, to be honest with you. The 4-hour candle is flipping bearish, which is obviously a good indication. 4-hour candle is flipping bearish. Yeah, I'm liking the setup. Probably going to wait for a little bit of a break of structure here. You can see on the lower time frames here, I want to see a break of the support over here. So what I'm essentially looking at is a break of the support. Once we break the support, we go short for Doge. Probably look at shorting it. Where would we look to short? Let's take the flip from the low to the high. Yeah, probably around about this zone here. You're looking at quite a big drop here for Dogecoin. So let's see if we can get that for Doge. But mainly just focused here for the one setup. I've been kind of mainly right now, my setups have decreased in terms of how many setups I get in per day, but I look at the quality of the setup rather than getting into the quality, right? So this Jupiter setup, I was analyzing it. I have been analyzing the trend for the day, and Jupiter was at a rejection zone. So I kind of obviously thought that this would be a good setup, and this is why we are in this trade. And yeah, we obviously, like I said, for Bitcoin, we kind of bearish like on the short term, but we bullish on the day, right? So that makes sense. So for Jupiter, you can see we're getting rejected here. So our first take profits at that low. So we'll see if we can get that within the day. Okay. So Jupiter looks good. Looks really, really good. Yeah, we're getting a nice move here, guys. Beautiful, beautiful move. It's just a bit overextended, right? These coins that are so overextended, we're gonna have to see retracements, guys. Like, it's at such a strong daily resistance. Look at Jupiter; it's so strong. We can definitely come back down to even these lows, right? So, you don't want to longing at these levels is really difficult, right? Longing at these levels is so difficult because the problem is when you long at these zones, you're most probably just going to get stopped out. Yeah, our entry was just amazing, man. Our entry was just amazing. Yeah, let's see if we can push down a little bit here. We need to push down a little bit lower here. We're definitely probably going to tap into this lower here. Like, this is a key support. Yeah, I want to see if we can tap into that level. The 15-minute close below, 30 minutes not yet closed, but it's a rejection zone. Like the 1 hour candle, looking like it wants to flip bearish and test these lows. So I'm thinking it's going to fill this wick over here. Probably going to fill this wick and come down lower. Yeah, so let's see. And then for Dogecoin, guys, Dogecoin, like I said, for Doge, we're waiting for a break of this trend line here, guys. And I'm thinking once we break below this trend line, we're gonna flip a little bit bearish on the lower time frames. And we're gonna take some sells for Doge as well. But look at Jupiter. This is crazy. This is nice move here for Jupiter. Beautiful move here for Jupiter. We're about to hit our first TP here. This is our TP1 here, guys. And then TP2 at the lows, yeah. I think we'll get this because the thing is with the market right now, it's so overextended, right? It's just so overextended. For me to take longs like for the day, I'm gonna have to wait a little bit later, like New York session or something like that, because I can't take longs right now, right? I can't take longs right now. Everything is just too overextended. So let's see. We're in a good position here. Once we hit TP1, we're gonna hit break even here. We're gonna hit break even here once we hit TP1. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Once we hit break even, and once we hit TP1, we're gonna go to break even. Because check, basically, guys, we've spoken about the bias for the day. The bias for the day is still bullish, right? You know, I want to say it again. So the bias for the day is still bullish, but retracements are needed. You know, it's at a strong level. Jupiter, we've spoken about it. It's at a critical zone. So for me, it's basically a good setup. You know, we want to be trimming some profits at these lows. And yeah, Dogecoin is starting to dump a little bit here. Dogecoin is starting to dump a little bit here. You can see even on the lower time frames, we're starting to break such a strong trend here. And this uptrend, I think, is about to get smacked, right? So Dogecoin looking for sells as well. I reckon sells back down even to this low over here. And that's going to be a good level to maybe go long there. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Yeah, the setup was clean. The setup was clear. Everything was in place for this trade to play out. Jupiter is a coin that has just been really, really overextended. So TP1's about to get hit here. We are going to move stop loss to break even once we hit TP1. I'm probably going to move it right now and take some profits here. I'm going to take some profit. Boom, TP1 hit. There it is. TP1 smacked right now. Beautiful trade, beautiful setup. That was pretty much the setup. Now we got stop loss break even. Once we break this lower, we good. We good. Yeah, look at this, guys. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful trade here, guys. We up around about 20% on a 10x, guys. We up 20% on a 10x, even a little bit more now. Even a little bit more, yeah. Almost 21% on a 10x. The setup's really, really great. Okay, so that is the setup that we gave. Dogecoin kind of breaking lows now. Everything's just looking clean for a dump, guys. I think Bitcoin's probably dumping quite hard. Yeah, you can see here, still respecting this low. We might get a little bit of a bounce here. I don't think we will. I think it's going to dump harder, to be honest with you. But let's see. So TP1 got hit because that's your low, and that's your wick full, right? If you look at the 1 hour time frame, that is the full of the wick. So it's good to take some profits at that zone. Okay. So let's see. Market's kind of dumping a little bit here. So if we look at Dogecoin's breaking lows. Yeah, I'm gonna look for some sells throughout the day. Let's play some music in the background, yeah. Bro, can you check Bitcoin? Yeah, sure. Bitcoin. So if you guys did just check, essentially, yeah, Bitcoin's dumping right now. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Yeah, so we also took this for BTC. Like the plan that we had was pretty simple, right? Bitcoin really overextended. We need a retracement, right? And the retracement was tend to happen. Basically we're probably just too high up, right? We were just too high up. So I'm looking for sells back down to here, and even probably a bit lower. I'm probably going to look for buys for the day. I do think that we might see quite a big dump here, guys. I think we're going to see a massive dump here. Yeah, look at this. This Jupiter setup's really good. Did you guys take the setup? If you guys are watching, make sure you guys always take these trades. This was a good, clean setup. Okay, so I'm currently, it's looking really clean here. I actually did a 15x. I thought I did a 10x, but the main thing for this trade, it was just based on the 15. The 15-minute was looking solid. So I'm gonna actually take full profits here. I'm gonna take out all my profits here. The reason why I say that is because I'm probably going to enter again once we break below. So essentially, this is a strong support. So if we can break back below here, I'll enter again. Yeah, I like the setup for Jupiter. The reason why I'm focusing on it so much is because it was at such a strong level. Yeah. And then for Bitcoin, like I said, for BTC, it's also at a strong level, right? We obviously need to wait for confirmation if we can come down. So let's see. I'm looking at sells here, and then bars all the way back up to the highs. But I want to see if we can get that. I don't think we're going to get that right now. It's more like the lower cap coins are starting to sell off a little bit, and then we might retrace a little bit and come back down. But yeah, let's see what we get today. I want to see over here. We had quite a nice daily close yesterday. A lot of coins pumping. If you check WorldCoin actually pumped like 35% on the day. 35% on the day. That was quite crazy. And then XRP pumped card, AR, Pyth, LDO, a whole bunch of coins are starting to rip again. Like I said, we're probably going to see quite a retracement today. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. So yeah, we did take full profits, guys, for Jupiter at this level. We did take full profits at this zone, and you can see how perfect that was, right? It was a quick scalp, 1%, around about a 20% move. And then if we can break this level here, I'll enter again. Okay, so the thing is, right, I'm not going to enter right now. It just doesn't make sense. But once we break below, then cool, we can enter again. Okay, so yeah, if we go back to Bitcoin, I actually want to go back to Dogecoin. But after BTC here, I want to see. Yeah, I mean, it's looking like we want to come down still, guys, to be honest. Yeah, I still think that Bitcoin's going to come down. But I want to focus on some of these coins that are looking a little bit weak, guys, a little bit weak. And Dogecoin is one of them, right? Dogecoin is one of them, and I'm waiting for this 30-minute closure here. If Dogecoin can close bearish on the 30-minute closure here and the 15 minutes, it would probably indicate that we're going to come down over this year. And this would be the first TP. So I'm kind of just looking for sells for the day. So we'll see if we can get some sells for the day here for Dogecoin. because like I said, for the 1 hour closure, the 1 hour candle is breaking lows. 30-minute candle is also about to break the trend line. So there's a couple of factors here for Dogecoin that is printing potential dump, right? You can even see on the 5 minutes, we have to stay below this zone. So let's just be patient and wait for this. But yeah, looks good. The market's kind of moving quite well here for us. Yeah. So let's see if we can get some more sells on the lows here. So like I said, I'm not in these cells. If you guys did just join, I'm not in these cells yet for Dogecoin. I'm waiting for the 30-minute candle to close bearish, because you can see it's still respecting this level, right? So it's not yet valid, right? And I don't think that Bitcoin's yet valid either. Yeah, so that Jupiter trade that we took was just based on the yeah, look at ARB. I mean, we took profit perfectly here for ARB. Dogecoin, yeah. I mean, it's kind of breaking back above, which is good. So we'll see if we can maybe potentially take some bars over here, because this is basically respecting the support, right? You can see over here, this is the support. So for us to take sells here, it just doesn't make sense. It only makes sense if we can close below this level here, right? But until then, it's just not really valid, right? It's just not really valid to take sells. So yeah, that is why we currently just waiting for Dogecoin, right? So we're just waiting. Sorry about that. We are just gonna wait for price to close below, and then once we close below, guys, it's golden, right? Because we've taken liquidity now, and now it's a point of is there more sellers, is there more buyers, and we will find out really soon. So yeah, it's important just to stay focused. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're getting quite a nice buy up here. Yeah, have a look at Jupiter. That was crazy. We probably should have actually had a long over here. But yeah, we took a sell, took profits, and then literally came straight back up. And now the next level for Jupiter is going to be here to watch, right? If price can break, price can break above this level here, then we're probably going to look for buys in the day, right? So you can see how the bias is kind of changing throughout the day, like on the smaller time frames. We can take sells, we can take buys. It's very simple. But it's always good to just take profits at these levels. Yeah. So focus. And then we have, so the 30-minute candle just closed. 30-minute candle just closed. Basically, what that means is once the 30-minute candle closes, you can see that we closed with a massive bottom wick, and then we've actually came back up in full doji, which means that this is potentially a liquidity grab, and we can go higher. So yeah, it's interesting right now in the market. Like I said, these are the levels, guys. So critical right now. If we can see a breakout here for Jupiter, probably gonna look for something else. Have a look. Jupiter's about to break out here, so you can see. It's really good. Yes, I'm gonna wait for this. I'm probably gonna take some longs here for Jupiter on the break here. Probably gonna take some longs back up to the highs. It looks like, I mean, we're breaking out of a little bit of a wedge pattern. Target of this wedge pattern could be around about here. So the target will be at 0.9592. That'll be the area where I'll be looking at to take some profits over there. Yeah, because if you have to look over here, that's kind of the 2% range. So quite a nice setup right now. Still gonna wait for this. Like, I do think that we, I don't know, market's a little bit tricky right now. But bullcoin's still nothing in. BTC, ICP, we watch out for ICP. ICP very good level. But APT is breaking hard, I guess. APT is breaking hard. Yeah, there's just too many coins right now. Like, the thing is, like, at these levels, there's just too many coins that are a bit low. Yeah, you can see here. Let's have a look at this tab here. Can we look short in Bitcoin? Yeah, so what I'm looking at for Bitcoin is basically we did break levels, right? So we broke a level over here, we broke it. Yesterday afternoon, we're trading in here for around about a day, sorry, 22 hours, actually. 22 hours. 22 hours we were trading over there. And yeah, it looks good. Like the 15 minute as well, the 15. So what I'm thinking is we can short Bitcoin. Last maybe come back up to I'm going to short it back up over here. This would be my entry back down. Because the thing is, we got short on 2% based on that. It's really short time. On the 5 minute back, on the 5 minute back. That's what we're looking at. And Bitcoin, it did break the low, but it's kind of looking still bullish. Yeah, still looking bullish, but I think that we can come back down to retest those. What we see last come back down to retest those. So I'm just waiting for this last to come down, take some sells and I do think overall we're probably going to get some higher demand. Yeah, so I'm just waiting for the sell Bitcoin. I want to see if we can get it. I do think Jupiter is breaking out. 5 minute candle closed above. I wouldn't enter it right now, it just doesn't make sense. I'd wait for that to come down. But your Jupiter is breaking. Jupiter is breaking. I just don't like, I mean, the setup I do think is clean. Rather wait for us to come down first. I'm kind of just waiting for this Bitcoin. I want to be honest with you guys, I want to see, yeah, so the 1 hour candle, this is also the 4 hour candle closure split thing. wait for it. I do think that Bitcoin can come down lower. So I think that we can support prices. Can you hear me now? Hello, can you hear me? Little bit mic issue. Yeah, I think it's the issue when I play music. I think it's better now. So I've just switched the music off. Yeah, okay. So basically, I was looking at the setup here for Bitcoin, XRP. Let's have a look at. I mean, XRP and ripping. Yeah. So XRP, basically, guys, XRP. It's kind of, it's been pumping really, really hard. And if we have a look at XRP, if we have a look at the fixed range volume, have a look, right? If we take it from that massive pump to this level, there's XRP is coming to such a strong zone, right? So this level right over here for XRP is right over here. Boom. So basically, we coming to, I'm just gonna move it up a little bit because we haven't really tapped into it as of yet. But we're coming to a strong zone for XRP. So I'm expecting a retracement for XRP. It's just been too strong, too bullish. So I think obviously right now I would if I was long on XRP, I'd probably take some profits at these levels. But yeah, let's see what happens. Like XRP overall, I think it's a really strong coin. You're buying at these lows, 39. You can sell like at these high. Like I think XRP can definitely pump really, really hard, especially when the lawsuit is over and everything like that. We can potentially see XRP pumping 3 to 4x, which is we've seen it over and over again. So just be careful of this level for XRP. Right, this level is so strong. A lot of people are probably going to be selling and taking profits at this level, okay? Especially if they bought from the lows, right? If they bought from these lows over here, we will see some potential profit taking, okay? So just be careful of that for XRP. Yeah, Jupiter's kind of pumping still. We're not really getting that retracement that we're seeing, that we're expecting. But yeah, I'm still expecting Bitcoin to come down, guys. Like I do think that overall we actually so strong here. We closed really bullish yesterday. But I do think that there is need for retracement. Okay, so there's a need for retracement right now for Bitcoin. So I'm just currently just playing to that. WIF, Bitcoin, XRP, CFX, BONG, FET is bullish, Ton's so interesting because the thing is, the reason why it's kind of slow lately because we had a massive run up, like we've spoken about this run up, and then also it's just been too strong, and it's starting to break the trend. So I think Ton can definitely come down, guys. The problem with the Ton, it's just been too strong, right? So Ton has been too strong. Probably going to come back down to 6.9. Like this retracement for Bitcoin can also come down a little bit lower. Like I'm looking at potential short back down to like 63K, 63,500, then a long back up, and then a short from like 67 to 68K for Bitcoin back down. So like I'm expecting price for Bitcoin to come down today, and then New York session we take longs, and then later within the week, maybe tomorrow or next week, we're probably going to look for shorts, quite a big short right back down to like 59, 58K. Yeah, so I don't think that we have reached the bottom as of yet. I think a lot of people think we have, but I don't think that's possible. Okay, so this is the setups. But yeah, let's see what we got today. I mean, the market's a little bit slow. for us to jump into a setup right now. The market is a little bit slow to just jump into a trade right now. But I do think that this setup here for Bitcoin is looking quite clean, to be honest with you. Shorting Bitcoin at this level here, you can look at a stab over here for Bitcoin. I do think that is possible. I do think that we might come down here, guys. You can see we are coming down. Yeah, have a look at the 5 minutes. It's looking like a really good retracement here. Bitcoin sells look good. Dogecoin as well. Like for Doge, what I'm looking at for Doge, you know, obviously we close respecting this level, and that's a problem for Doge. Like I was looking at like a nice sell back down to like 0.12, but we just didn't really get what we were wanting like out of it. It didn't close below the zone, and basically that was the key reason. So let's see. Yeah, but Bitcoin's kind of dumping right now, guys. We probably should have taken that. I was waiting for a higher level here. Didn't really tap our zone though. Didn't really tap our zone. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna come down. Like I said, the retracement was needed. I just didn't really tap our level, right? And the level for Bitcoin, like I said, for Bitcoin, it's so critical, right? So we're gonna take sells and then buys. Probably should have jumped into that one. You have a look at Jupiter, right? Same thing. Probably gonna look for more sells again back at this low. If this can, because this is kind of looking like a fake out, right? Kind of looking like a fake out for Jupiter, yeah. Yeah, so right now, yeah, I'm kind of just waiting. I don't really want to jump into anything too serious. Yeah, we did take a nice trade in the beginning of the live stream, but I don't think that. Yeah, we should have got into this Bitcoin one. I don't want to get in now though. It's a little bit low. Like this entry was really clean. Just want to see how it plays out. I want to see if my analysis was correct, but we'll see if it does play out. Yeah. WIF is bouncing beautifully from that zone. Solana is looking bullish. Like Solana is looking so strong. I was expecting price to come down lower. I didn't think we would just respect the zone, but we did. Yeah, I'm currently just waiting for some trades. Like it's a little bit slow at the minute. A little bit slow at the minute. Let's see. So yeah, for Ton, I mean like Ton as well, like as a coin, I think that buying Ton at like 6.9 is probably going to be your best entry. Solana's, you've kind of missed Solana if you haven't bought it at the lows. Jupe runs with Sol. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Sol is exactly. So is looking bullish. I mean, Jupe's just gonna ride with it, right? So yeah, I mean, look at it. It just retested that level, and we're probably going to see a pump here. I think this is a good area. It's long. Good area to have maybe a stab at along here for Jupiter. I just don't like how Bitcoin is reacting, so I'm probably just gonna not take the setup. I want to see if maybe we can come down a little bit lower here. But normally, like when you see a fake out, right, you normally see price come back down straight away, and then we see a break. So I'm actually gonna take this. I'm gonna take this long here for Jupiter. I'm gonna take this long for Jupiter. Yeah. Okay, so we're in longs for Jupiter here. I like the retest. I like how it's looking. Okay, so we took a long. I mean, it was quite a quick setup. Like, sorry if you can get into that, but yeah, I think it was just clean. Yeah, it's starting to rip. Yeah, I mean it's kind of beautiful actually. Now that I look at it. Yeah, have a look here. Beautiful. That's crazy. The retest was clean. The retest was clean. ICT, yeah, ICP is crazy actually. ICP just kind of runs. Just runs. We've spoken about ICP as like as a token. Like I do like ICP. Like took some longs over here at 7.6. You know, I think this is kind of basically the bottom for ICP. I do think that that's possible. But let's see. Let's see. This was the ARB trade we took yesterday. This was a beautiful setup. Floki, not really much. Uni, not much. Bitcoin, still holding. Yeah, Jupiter still looks good. Like this setup for Jupiter, I want to see if we can hold here because the problem is right now Bitcoin. Like if Bitcoin does dump quite hard right now, then I think most coins will follow. But I think that Jupiter's a little bit too strong here. We might see a push. So I'm taking a stab at this because I'm expecting price to just continue. Not too sure if it will, to be honest with you, because Bitcoin to me it's looking more on the bearish side on the short term, right? So we want to take shorts for Bitcoin and then longs later on. We've spoken about the plan for Bitcoin multiple times in this live, and you can see with Bitcoin it's still struggling to hold this level. If Bitcoin can break above like 65,450 and then like close like strong above that zone, then cool. We're probably going to see price breakthrough, but I think there's more retracements needed. Yeah, and then in this for Jupiter, not too sure if this is going to play out too well. Yeah. Let's see. We have our stop like quite close here. This is a breakout setup. It's basically a setup based on the 5 and the 15 because we had a 15 closure retest of the low. But yeah, I think my Wi-Fi is not working because it's not showing. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Looks good though. Looks like price is most probably just gonna hold this level. And if price can hold this level and we do see a push, then we can see price come back up to like 0.9587. Okay. 0.9587 is gonna be the zone. So our entry was pretty good, but the problem is I just don't like how Bitcoin is holding here. I do think that Bitcoin might come down which is not good for our setup for Jupiter. So we're probably going to get stops out there, because I do think that, yeah, I just don't think that, because the thing is that if Bitcoin doesn't come back up to the zone, then there's no point of us like entering the setup, right? If there's a point of us coming back to the zone, then cool, we can take sells. But right now, it's not valid to take sells right now. Although it is looking like we're going to see a dump, I don't see the validness to take this, because I do think that, obviously, I wanted to see price to come up a little bit higher, to be honest with you. I wanted to see price come up to this low, to this level over here. This is like the key support right over here. So I want to see a little bit higher. But if price doesn't come up to that zone, then we can't obviously take this, because that's not part of the plan. The plan is for price to hit our level, and then we take sells. So we'll see. But I do think that Bitcoin's going to come down here. I do think that that's possible. So let's see. Like that's pretty much the setup for BTC. Yeah, I think that even Dogecoin, like I was looking for sells for Doge, we couldn't close below this level on the high time frame. Like the 30 minute or the 50-minute, we just couldn't close. We couldn't close below this level, which is not a setup that I want to take. Yeah. But let's see if we can, like, yeah, I'm quite open to any of these setups to play out. I do think that the Bitcoin setup is way more clean though, because just based on the market structure, it came up, retest, and then we see price come down. But yeah, as long as we do see Bitcoin, yeah. So let's see if we can get that today. Yeah, I'm kind of looking at Bitcoin sells. Bonk's kind of at a level where I don't want to look at anything. Floki as well, just not looking too good. WIF as well. Still holding this level here. This is the level I was speaking about. I kind of want to wait for price to bounce off the zone. Yeah, we just didn't really have it. But yeah, those are the setups. But if you look at, yeah, weird. Let's have a look at the trades. If we look at the trades that I've taken here, so these are the setups that I've taken over the last 2 days. So I just this morning we took some sells. We took some buys for Jupiter. Sorry, some sells, and then yesterday we took some longs for R, and then WIF as well. And then Uni, we took some longs. Floki, yeah. So overall, it's been quite good. Like our win rate and everything, it's still solid. But let's see. Still looking. Still in the setup for Jupiter. I think that as long as it holds this level here, we should see a push. So let's see if we can get that today. I don't want to obviously hold this trade for too long, because it depends on Bitcoin, right? If Bitcoin can't come back up to our zones, Wednesday is typically bullish, yeah, for Bitcoin. Yeah, so I'm expecting like a bullish day. I'm expecting a bullish day, but I'm expecting price to come down, because it is London session, and we normally see like retracements, because throughout the whole of Asian session towards like the open of London, we've seen price like carry on to the upside, right? But because it's a little bit overextended, like the market's really overbought and everything like that, I would expect price to come back down lower, and then we do obviously look for longs later on throughout the day, right? So these sells that I'm taking like now is not really based on anything else of the shorter term time frames, right? the higher time frame is really, really strong for Bitcoin, right? But I do think that we can come lower, and I'm probably going to look for sells for BTC, some sells and then some longs later on. You know what I mean? So these trades that we do take now are mainly just based on the lower time frames, and the higher time frames we're going to take the buys later on, if that makes sense. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining today. I hope you guys did learn something. I will obviously stay a little bit longer here. So I'm looking at some setups. I do think Floki potentially come down here, but the setup for Floki is just, it's not really worth it. Your stop loss and for me, for like a good setup, I'm at least looking for a 1:2 risk to reward. If I don't see a 1:2, I'm just not going to take the setup. It just doesn't make sense. But because right now a lot of coins are on the move, I'm kind of just like, for Bitcoin, I'm kind of just waiting for Bitcoin to play out. Like, we didn't really get hit over here. We didn't get our entry zone. I just want to see if this plays out or not, and then later on we can take some buys, because the original plan is to take some buys as well. So that's the plan. But if we don't really get that, well then it's just not valid. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining today. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and then later I do have some prop trading. If you guys want to join this, basically guys, we have a stream on Twitter today, and essentially you can get a 5K account. So you have to comment, retweet, and drop your CoinWUID. Once you've done that, you can actually get a 5,000 funded account, just to trade with, to mess around with, and everything like that. But yeah, I do appreciate everyone joining, and see you guys tomorrow.